Hello everyone, and uh as you can see, my house kind of was greeted by a creeper. And I was coming into my house and I was chased by two creepers. So I killed the first one by kind of standing on the pressure plate that opens the door and taking my sword to his face. His friend, however, being the more clever of the two, obviously, somehow, well, he basically snuck in through the door and blew up and ruined my house. I'm just in shock right now. You're going to have to forgive me. I was totally taken by surprise and probably should have seen that coming, but I didn't. And now I need to fix all this. And uh yeah. Not too happy right now, so I'm not gonna bore you with watching me clean up. So just give me a second while I fix this place up and make it look a tiny bit more tidy. Okay, and back, and as you can see, I've fixed the place up. It looks like normal, except now there's lapis lazuli blocks, which I think look very, very nice, and these torches are going to go, and I'm going to replace them with some glowstone. And then everything will look much, much better, because it looks a little silly with torches on fence posts acting as my lanterns when there is glowstone to be had and all that good stuff. But I was thinking about using the redstone lamps, but the problem is they have to be powered to work, and I don't think with the way my little rooms are laid out that it would be very easy to wire given the way I want them to look and the height of the blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. You'll have to excuse me. I just got out of class and my brain's a little dead, and so anyway, I don't think I could wire them very well and have it look very nice. So I think I'm just going to keep it with glowstone and leave it as it is, and hopefully you guys won't mind that too much. I think it looks pretty good, but the sun's going down, and for today's nice project, we need to head outside, so come on, torch, please. Yes. Okay, so now that everything is back to normal, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I will meet you guys outside so we can start today's fun project thingy mabobber. Yay! Okay, so we're outside, and today's big event is, drumroll please, we're going to be building an animal pen. Well, 4 animal pens and a well so I can get water in case I need to. But I like having pens for all the different animals separated and stuff because I think it makes my Minecraft life a little more easy. Oh no! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, sorry. I just had to count because I have a certain vision in my head for how I want this to look and work out, and I'm going to be a little frustrated if it isn't how I want it to be and stuff. But I'm not going to bore you by, building and stopping in the middle of talking to count. So, sorry, hiccup. I'm basically going to do I'm going to record and then talk about something that I've noticed has been kind of a hot topic in quite a few of the LPs I follow, either directly or indirectly. So, yeah. I'm using the wrong material. Gosh dang it. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, so I'm back, and I put smooth stone there and fences around, and there's a well in the process, and it's getting dark, so I'm gonna go run back to my house and hopefully not be greeted with any more creepers who want to go blow up my door and walk into my house and just cause all sorts of chaos and nonsense. But basically, this part of the video is going to be this. Well, it is. I've already recorded the footage, and I'm just going to talk over it because I wanted to discuss the topic of girl gamers, and this kind of stemmed from I was watching a few LPs and stuff, and I just noticed that it keeps coming up, this topic of a girl gamer. Is a girl gamer different from a guy gamer? And who's better? And why are certain people getting a certain amount of views and why aren't they? And da 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 da. And it was Hell's Last Warrior who kind of finalized the fact that I wanted to discuss this. And I have to kind of thank him for it because he kind of gave me the inspiration to just be like, okay, let's just discuss whatever is on my mind, and it's not a big deal. But basically, I've been on both sides of a girl gamer gets attention because she's hot, and she doesn't get attention because she's a girl and she shouldn't be doing quote-unquote guy things. And I'm struggling to kind of just wrap my head around this a little bit because to me it doesn't matter what gender you are, what sex you are, like that shouldn't really matter. You have an interest in video games, that's fine, that's cool. It's something that people should be able to just kind of bond over, and it shouldn't matter, what you are, sex-wise. But when I was 13 years old, I was in 8th grade, and, that's a really impressionable time for a teenage girl's life. And all of the other girls in my class were wearing makeup and interested in dressing up, and all of a sudden boys went from being icky and gross to kind of cute, and maybe I want to date him, and blah blah blah. And I had been feeling that way for a little while before the other girls, but the thing is, I didn't really feel the need to dress up or wear makeup or all that stuff. I was just more into my own little thing, and one of my little things was video games. And, because I liked video games and boys liked video games, we just kind of talked about it. I can't, aside from Pokemon, I can't really remember what the big games of the time were. But, all the other girls would just kind of look at me and they were like, girls don't play video games, that's a boy thing. And it always just kind of struck me as, why is it a boy thing? And why is something else a girl thing? And at the same time, I kind of just brushed them off just to wrap that segment up. But by the time I went to high school, I started noticing more gamers, and there were more girls involved, and I was like, okay, cool, bonding time and stuff. And there were even some guys who had that same kind of mentality that girls don't play games, and if they do, they're weird, or, there's something wrong with them mentally, or some crazy nonsense. But at other times, even in high school, there were guys who thought it was cool because they're like, "You like video games, really?" And it was a plus for them because not all guys, want some, I don't know, I guess someone who doesn't really know what they're into, sort of thing, is the way I guess I want to put it. But, I by the time I went to college, it kind of faded into nothing. Where, it's like, oh, you play video games? Cool, me too. But I have noticed, because at my college there's a little arcade and gaming room, and we have not two, we have quite a few actually. We have a few arcade style games. We have Pac-Man and Fighters and really old kind of games that definitely have the 16-bit era sort of feel to them. And the second a semi-attractive girl goes over to one of them, bam, it's like clockwork. All the guys stop what they are doing and are immediately interested, and they go over and they're like, "Oh, you must be pretty good. You want to go around?" And she's like, "Oh my god, sure." And I have seen some of these girls, and some are really good at, these kind of games, but some you just sit there and you're like, you're letting this girl win just because she's cute. And that kind of, I don't know how I really feel about that. I mean, I guess that's kind of a topic for another day, but I personally think it shouldn't and doesn't matter, but there is an obvious difference between mentalities and stuff. So I'm gonna wrap this up for now, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I figured we'd start from the inside because I made another tweak before the farm, and that's the bridge, and it's just a little step down just because I figured it was a little easier and I liked it better, but there it is in all of its loverly glory. And I am pretty happy with how it came out. I really like the alternating smooth and cobblestone, and as you can see, I have animals right now, and I'm probably gonna breed or find more depending, because I'm down a chicken right now. I couldn't find a pair for it, which is kind of sad. But as you can hopefully see, there are fence gates on the inside paths, and this leads to a well in the center, which will not have the water freeze because of glowstone and a roof. But yeah, that's all for today, guys, and thank you for joining me, and we shall meet again next episode. So thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.